Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, February 15th, 2024. A convicted felon who has pled guilty to domestic assault is being sentenced in San Bernardino County's Joshua Tree Court today. Andrew Anderson, 40, was arrested in June for charges related to carjacking and inflicting corporal injury on a spouse or date. He has been arrested several times in the past for violent crimes, including allegedly trying to stab a man at the Yucca Valley Applebee's in 2015 and for being a felon in possession of a firearm in Landers in 2021. Anderson was most recently arrested for possession of a controlled substance in Joshua Tree on February 9th. Anderson entered a plea of guilty to felony charges relating to inflicting corporal injury on a spouse, date, or cohabitant, with charges of carjacking and enhancements for prior felony convictions being dismissed in Joshua Tree Court. Anderson is expected to be sentenced at a hearing today in Joshua Tree. The Johnson Valley shared use area of the OHV recreation lands will be temporarily closed for military training beginning today. The site will reopen for civilian use on February 27th. This closure period includes the time required to ensure the Johnson Valley Shared Use Area is clear of recreation activity prior to military training and to confirm the land is safe for public access before reopening. The adjacent Johnson Valley OHV Recreation Area is unaffected by the Johnson Valley Shared Use Area closures and remains open to the public for recreation and off-roading. For more information, visit a link in this story at Z107.7 FM.com. The 2024 grant cycle is here, and the Bureau of Land Management is looking for the public's input on the development of off-highway vehicle grant proposals. Here's online news editor Robert Hayden with more.
The Bureau of Land Management is hosting several in-person and virtual public and stakeholder meetings to gather input on the development of OHV grant proposals for submission to the California State Parks Off-Highway Motor Vehicle Recreation Division. Grants support off-highway vehicle management activities, including visitor services, law enforcement, resource protection, planning and monitoring, and maintenance on BLM-managed public lands. The OHMVR Grants Division has provided hundreds of millions of dollars in financial assistance to cities and counties for OHV areas. The first of the meetings will start on February 21st in Needles, with subsequent meetings in Barstow, El Centro, Ridgecrest, and Palm Springs. The public is invited to attend any of the meetings, both in person or virtually. We'll have the details for each of the grant sessions as well as more information on the California State Parks Off-Highway Motor Vehicle Recreation Division, all at this story on our website, Z107.7FM.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The Community Action Partnership's Mobile Food Pantry is bringing food distributions to the high desert today. If you're in need, come to one of two locations today for free food. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., you can pick up food at the Yucca Valley Senior Center located at 57088 29 Palms Highway. From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., the Mobile Food Pantry will be distributing food at Cavalry Road Fellowship Church, located at 11518 Elbow Road in Morongo Valley. On last Friday's Up Close show, host Gary Daigneault spoke to special guest Rhonda Coleman, Director of Groundwork Arts, a local organization whose mission is to ensure students, their families, and teachers have equitable access to the arts. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart takes a closer look at this enlightening discussion.
Daigneault and Coleman discussed Groundwork Arts' Signs of Courage project, a program that helps students address deeper expression born from modern challenges they may face.
Sure. One of the things that happens when we're working with children in the school is that art is a natural vehicle of expression. And so sometimes things come out, and sometimes deep things come out. So as you can imagine, kids these days are challenged with many things that I wasn't personally challenged with when I was young. Active shooting drills, social media, cyberbullying, and the usual things that young students deal with. So this project is specifically for sixth graders. So we have a whole separate program for sixth graders where they're participating in creating a public art project called Signs of Courage, which will end up being 11 art signs, at least, one sign from each school that displays a positive message. So they learn about color, shape, type, message, presentation, working together, collaborating.
Coleman hopes each of these 11 schools will then display the signs, as well as combining them into a larger installation at Freedom Plaza in 29 Palms. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
You can hear their full conversation by listening to the Up Close show as a podcast at our website, Z107.7fm.com, or by downloading it wherever you get your podcasts. On this week's Z107.7 Up Close show, the guest will be Superintendent and President of Copper Mountain College. Dr. Darren Otten has been leading the college since June of 2019. Host Gary Daigneault will talk to Otten about new programs, athletic expansion, enrollment numbers, financial support for students, and fiscal sustainability. What's going on at Copper Mountain College on the Z107.7 Up Close show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. All Morongo Unified School District schools are closed tomorrow in observance of Lincoln's birthday and Monday in observance of President's Day. Z107.7 wishes all Morongo Unified School District students and their families a happy 4-day weekend. And finally, the VA hospital Loma Linda is looking for volunteers to drive veterans from Morongo Valley to Loma Linda during the week for their VA appointments. Government vans are provided for your use. If you're looking to contribute to our veterans, this is a great opportunity. You don't have to be a veteran to be a VA driver. If you would like to volunteer, call Stephanie Munoz at 909-583-6011. If you're a veteran in need of a ride to your Loma Linda VA hospital appointment, call Daryl Bush at 909-583-6116. This is a great opportunity to help veterans access their vital services. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.